Welcome to the Wokest War in Ohio, where we have the Wokest Discourse. Tonight, I'm just going to give you just a little brief advice on what not to read, okay? Number one, don't read Hegel unless you're really, 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 really bored, right? So, like, this one time, I was a kid. I was in, like, 9th grade, right? And I was just that age where boys had cars and could drive, and I didn't have my license, but like I knew boys that had cars. So I would just go hang out with my friends and like ride around in cars with boys. And then eventually, like, I would just get like stuck somewhere where I need a ride to the next place or home, and I would not be able to procure that ride immediately. So this happened to me this one time. I was at this boy's house, and he had a crush on me. Okay, listen to how charming this kid was. All right, this is like really charming. You know the song Gloria that goes, Gloria, Gloria. Sorry, I can't sing. He like was playing it one day and he changed it to like say the letters of my name. Julie, Julie. And I was so embarrassed. I thought that that was like the most cornball thing I had ever heard, right? And now I look back on it like 35 years later and I'm like, that's really kind of adorable. It really is. I don't know why that wouldn't have interested me. I just don't think I had a lot of chemistry with that kid at all. Like, I was, pretty slutty when I was a kid. I'm probably still pretty slutty. But I never like made out with that dude because I just wasn't into him. I mean, there was nothing wrong with him. I just didn't feel anything, I guess. Anyway, I got stuck in his house in the basement because he had a big family. So his bedroom was in the basement. And he had like one book, and it was The Hobbit. I read The Hobbit because I was fucking stuck somewhere for like 4 hours without a ride. All right? So like, if you're stuck somewhere without a ride, I give you permission to read Hegel. Otherwise, no. Another thing, don't read anything by Michel Foucault. I was like, I'm going to read this bullshit. I'm going to, get this one under my belt. I'm going to read this. Took it with me on a flight to Alaska. That shit was terrible. It was terrible. I kept trying to force myself. I could not. I put it down like 3-4 times. Finally, I was like, fuck it. Like, I will just sit here and watch the onboard movie. Onboard movie sounds nice, actually. It's been a long time since I've been on a plane. Anyway, Hegel's like that. Like, you'll regret the hours that you spent reading it. Okay? Something else you don't need to spend your time on? Chemtrails. Okay? This is serious, dog. Chemtrails are not real. If you thought chemtrails were real, and you're just now learning that chemtrails are not real, that is okay. Okay? It's okay to get the story wrong. But I need to tell you, it's not real. You are being poisoned. You're being poisoned by the food that you eat. You're being poisoned by the water that you drink, by the air that you breathe, by the soil that you walk on. You're being poisoned by everything around you. Okay? But not chemtrails. Because they don't exist. Right? Like, I think that people believe them because it's a metaphor. It makes sense. It's like, oh, like somebody is definitely out to get me, right? Like somebody's out to get me. Chemtrails explains who's out to get you, how they're doing it, and why. Okay, the why part I still don't understand. But it's just not fucking real, dude. It's not real. If you have any questions about that, need me to clear up, go ahead and send me a message, leave a comment. Something else, war with Venezuela is total bullshit. It's total bullshit. It's all about de-dollarization. It's all about what the financial class in the United States needs to maintain their world domination. Okay? It's not going to get you food. It's not going to put a roof over your head. It's not going to send your kids to school. It's not going to provide a nursing home for your parents. Like, it's going to cost... Okay, the last time that we got into a war for oil, about the oil reserves with Iraq, do you know that cost $1 trillion that could have been spent on literally anything else? They could have just handed it out. There aren't even like 1 trillion Americans, right? Like everybody in the United States could get a check. Instead, you're like, no, we're going to have a war. Because that's how we're going to make fucking money, right? That's how Cheney made his money. That's how Bush made his money. That's how they made their money, right? So now we're in like Trump land, and he's like trying to figure out how him and his friends can make some money. And, you know, he's like, hey, man, maybe we'll do the thing that they did, you know, back in Bush times with Iraq. And we'll just like, you know, recycle the greatest hits and make a pile of money. It's all it's about. That's all it's about. And war is fucking stupid. Now, there are a lot of economic things that war provides for the United States. Like, the United States, one could argue, benefits from war, okay? It gets some benefits from war. I would argue that the environmental impacts are, you know, far greater to outweigh any benefits that you get from like imperialism and white supremacy. Not that white supremacy and imperialism are wrong. They are wrong, but they also don't make sense in the face of climate change and things like microplastics. Because if your whole body is riddled with microplastics and like fetal tissue is polluted with microplastics, like none of this shit really matters anymore, does it? I mean, are we gonna survive as a species like this? Like not well, not happily. There's gonna be some fucking miserable times ahead. All right, so where are we on our list? Don't read Hegel. Don't spend any time on chemtrails at all. They're totally fake. It's like astrology. Yeah, don't listen to anything that Trump says. I will think of more things to put on my list of books not to read. And I'll let you know in the future. Okay, bye.